All right, we are back now with another Pioneer League. We're doing a quick deck tech. This time we're starting on Goblins. So Goblins is a tribal deck, obviously. You can probably tell by the name. Looking for the Goblin tribe. Why Goblins? Well, there's some tribal payoffs in the format in general. There's Obelisk of Erd, which just makes all your dudes really big. Um, and there is Metallic Mimic, which I'm not running here because I don't really think I need to. What does Goblins do? Goblins makes a lot of tokens, so it goes wide, and then it has some pretty good payoffs for going wide, some of which also go tall. So you've got 4 Goblin pile drivers, which get really huge on the front end, and a couple of Goblin Rabble Masters, which also can get really huge on the front end. Um, and then the huge front ends, the powers, can get paid off with either from the Legion Loyalists. We have 4 of those, which give trample and first strike, and or the Ember Cleaves. We've got 2 of these. Um, and yeah, so this is a little bit less pure speed when compared to the red-green deck that we played before, the Atarka red deck. But it has a cleaner mana base, just a bunch of mountains and 4 Castle Embereths. I think I like just playing Castle Embereth better than playing what's the desert Ramanap Ruins in this particular deck. Flame of Keld is also so payoffs for going wide. We have Reckless Bushwhacker, Castle Embereth. Um, Obviously the 2 guys that go tall, Obelisk of Erd and a Flame of Keld. Um, the numbers on all of these cards, really not sure about. Playing 21 lands here because we have, a number of 3 drops, and we want to make sure we hit our mana. Plus, we have the more Embereths here to be a potential flood insurance, I guess is the way to call that. The sideboard, I'm really unconfident in. I have 4 Bone Crusher Giants, mostly just for stomp. I think it's the best way to deal with fogs in the format. 3 Volley Veterans to try to kill big things, although I don't really know that that's what we want to be doing against the big green decks, but I don't know. Obelisk of Erd to also potentially go big. Flame of Keld, Smash to Smithereens, Searing Blood. Really experimental. I really don't know if this is what I actually want to do, but anyway, we're going to run it through a league here. Let's stick on the collection tab. And we'll see how it goes. I've played this deck less than the other one, so watch me do very badly. I would like to play first. I would like to mulligan this 0-land hand. I don't really want to keep a 1-lander, but it's got to be better than going to 6, so this is pretty bad. I'm going to bottom a Hordling Outburst. Blood-Soaked Champion. Okay. Well, that was the best possible draw, I think. This is going to attack for 2 next turn. This is going to attack for 3 next turn. But this is more... I'm more worried about removal with this thing. Like a Fatal Push. I think I'm going to play around Fatal Push. I think the 1 damage is unlikely to be important. Because I also need to be able to attack at all for this to make a difference. Best draw is still probably land. Okay, Mutavault suggests probably Pack Rat. Okay, are you going to attack or are you going to leave back this guy to block? You're attacking. I'm pretty happy about that. Another Firebrand. Okay, so this... I think this means I want to play Pile Driver so that next turn if I draw another land I can go Firebrand into Bushwhacker. Um, in any case, I'm pretty sure Pile Driver is the play here. It also sets up a potential for an Ember Cleave next turn. If I draw that off the top, somehow you like tap out and I draw Ember Cleave. This gets +6/+0. So it'll be a 7/2, and I can Ember Cleave it into an 8/3 double strike, which should likely be lethal. Yeah, it getting Fatal Pushed is no big surprise. You're crewing that way, and you're attacking with Mutavault. I'm very happy about your decision to continue to try to race me. Really hoping to draw a land here. A 2-drop wouldn't be that bad, a 1-drop wouldn't be that bad. I guess I should think if I draw a land whether I want a Firebrand and Bushwhacker or whether I want a Hordling Outburst. Another Fatal Push discarded. Wow, okay. This is less good. Um, okay. Hmm. If I draw a land next turn, I can Hordling Outburst, Rabblemaster. I think I have enough 3-drops to do that I should just play this now. And not worry about surging this Bushwhacker. But I think I'm in a pretty bad spot here. Obelisk of Erd would be a fine draw. Embercleave would be a fine draw. Embercleave wouldn't even be that great. Land would be a fine draw. Crewing the Copter, but play the land first. Not firing up the Mutavault. Okay. Scrap Heap Scrounger, that makes some sense. But you don't have anything in the bin right now to bring it back with. A Chupacabra. That's surprisingly good here. Um, mm, this is pretty bad now. Yeah, getting stuck on 2 lands with this hand was bad. I mean, when I kept a 1-lander, it was pretty likely, but I really don't think going to 5 was very, very likely going to help me out. We could pull up an old hypergeometric calculator and determine how unlikely it was, but pretty sure this game is lost. Yeah, that Chupacabra pretty much seals it. Well, okay. need to actually save damage now, so you're going to crew in response. And I know this lets him get the Scrounger back, but I still think it's better than shooting my opponent's face. Not attacking with the Chupacabra is probably a smart move generally, but I'm probably dead like as soon as next turn. Murderous Rider, okay. Another Bloodsoaked Champion. Okay, so I could play Outburst here. I think I'm just going to concede anyway, though. I don't see how I'm winning this game realistically. If I had one more guy, I could like Outburst and Obelisk Avert. Well, actually, you have lethal on board, so that wouldn't work either. Okay, I think I want Flame of Keld in this matchup. Ember Cleaves seem a little bit worse because I want to be on the go wide plan. Take the Obelisk Avert instead. Yeah, this is better. I will want a third land. But it's very tokeny hand, which should be good for the matchup. It has a go wide payoff. Has a couple of go wide payoffs. So I'm reasonably Thoughtseize proof. Fatal Push It, sure. That's fine. Okay, Dragon Fodder is not the worst. Copter, sure. This is a little bit sad. Again, really like a third land. But if there's no removal here and or I hit my third land, I could get an Obelisk of Erd down next turn, and I think it's going to be hard for me to lose if I do that. This is all fine. And at this point, see, I'd really like a third land now, but just not a 3-drop or more expensive, and I'll be fine. Sure, this knight's going to grow, but I'm still going very wide, very wide. Goblin, please. So now I just have like infinite 3/3s, and yeah, that should be good. You're unlikely to be playing a Wrath. I don't think I'm dying quite fast enough to be too concerned. You can crew the Copter with this Night Market Lookout. And I'm taking 6. Okay, I need to leave something back. Oh, you're leaving the Knight back. Then I probably can't die next turn. Again, I either need to draw a land or a castable spell, though, for me to feel really good about what I'm doing. Okay. So you can hit me for, let's see, if you just block a 3/3 this turn, or not, right? You're going to attack me for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. I think I want to leave a creature back, at least one. So this still gets through for 12, and I get through for 12 again next turn, probably. If I draw land, I can just play the Bushwhacker, maybe. Yeah. So this is kind of bad now. Was I supposed to not attack? I'm supposed to draw a third land is what I'm supposed to do. Right? I'm like 84% to have drawn a land by now. One land unlocks everything. I don't think I can win this game if I don't draw another land very soon. So I should probably chump this knight here if it attacks. Okay, maybe I won't have that choice. Well, if you crew the copter with Chupacabra, okay, you didn't. I was going to say, if you crewed with Chupacabra and attacked with everything, then I would have lethal with a land because I'd have this Reckless Bushwhacker. Oh, this makes me feel a lot better. You're not attacking with Knight either. This gives me some time. Well, it gives me actually not much time. I'm dead turn after next, so I really need a land right now. Pile driver ain't it. Now, less than 10% to have drawn this few lands. I mean, it's going to happen 10% of the time, but it still feels bad, man. Another dragon fodder type effect. I have 5 left. There's a Instigator. Would have also been potentially okay there. A 1-drop for Bushwhacker, maybe. Actually, I still have an out here, potentially. If you don't have a removal spell, then I have. Oh, you're killing the pile driver? Now I don't. I was going to say, if you didn't have a removal spell, then there was a Legion Loyalist for winning the game. All right. Well, I need to not get stuck on lands. So, yeah, I'm playing 4 3 drops, which is why I'm playing 21 lands instead of 20. 6 3 drops, right? The Bushwhackers are kind of 3 drops. Actually, they are fully fledged 3 drops. Maybe I should be playing 22 lands. I don't know what I'd cut. Probably a Flame of Keld or an Obelisk. I have 10 3 drops. How likely, with 9 cards, how likely am I with 21 lands to have at least 3? 68%. And on 10 lands, well, this is what I want. 3 lands. Firebrand or Loyalist? Probably Loyalist. Because Firebrand can come down and kill something that they may not be expecting. I have the Embercleave as a trample giver anyway. Probably not mattering, but it could. Yeah, it might here. So we're going to play this Pile Driver. We're set up for a turn 4 kill, which is kind of what this deck aims to do. You probably have a shock now. Pretty sure I don't want to play Fanatical Firebrand here. Again, you probably have the shock. I just want to go wider right now. If you don't have a removal spell, I think I'm winning anyway, probably. Next turn. So I have this Castle Embereth as well. Next turn. If you do have a removal spell, then going wide will have been good for that reason. You have more lands. You gotta have something, right? If you have a sweeper here, that's very bad for me. But I wasn't thinking of red-green decks really being on the sweeper plan. Of course, I'm not really thinking of them being on the no plays this late plan either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 others. Okay, you're playing something good. Rabblemaster, you're dead. Actually, I can just do it with Embereth and I don't have to show you Embercleave. Right? Yeah, this is 13 right now, and then I just Embereth and you're dead. So I think this is the red-green deck that I thought it was, which is I'm going to want Searing Bloods. Probably not Flame of Keld. Probably have removal spells to make the Embercleave plan worse. The Searing Bloods are mostly for the or for the Rabblemaster effects. That's what I'm worried about. On the draw, do I keep a one-lander? Probably not. I have a lot of go wide, but the hand's not that good. Okay, we're going to keep this. What are we going to stick back? They've mulled to 5. I think I'm going to stick back the Hordling Outburst with 2 lands. Once Upon a Time. Find a mountain. Play a Stomping Ground. So we know one of these is a mountain. We're definitely killing that with our Firebrand here. So now we know you have a mountain and 3 other cards. Lovestruck Beast. Okay. Sure. Have at it, my friend. I think by the time I'm going to want to attack, I'm going to have something else to bushwhack anyway. So I'm not too worried about playing the Loyalist out. And if I draw like a 2-drop next turn, I may want to just smash with everything. So, okay, they killed the Pile Driver, sure. You're attacking with both, that's fine with me. I'm not worried about dying super fast, so I can kill this human later. I could kill it now so that you can't attack me. What remaining go wide payoffs do I have in my deck? I've got hmm, not a lot. I think I want to attack now while I can. Worried that you got a removal spell for this thing, but I think I need to be the beatdown here. Okay, I don't know what you have in your hand though now though. Because it shouldn't be lands, but I'm trying to figure out what spells it could be either. Yeah, this is... Didn't attack with Lovestruck Beast. Well, that makes me very happy. That makes me very happy. Land does not, though. So I could get in for 3 here. I have 4 Embereths I can draw. I have... this is really bad for me. Yeah, I think I'm dead here. Okay, I think I run it back. Obelisk of Erd might not be as good as the Ember Cleaves, probably. You do have some removal, but okay. I'm gonna go with this. not super confident, but do have 2 draw steps to find a land. Um, I'm like 60% to draw land, which isn't great. But if I don't draw land, I'm probably going to draw a castable spell, I say, as I don't. Okay, that's fine. I'm more worried about dying super fast than I should be able to find another Legion Loyalist or an Embercleave for this thing. Are you going to be able to shock this as well? I have all of my Hordling Outbursts. See, Obelisk of Erd is looking a lot better right now, huh? Yeah, you did Wild Slash, but you must have just drawn that, or you would have played it last turn. There's no way I'm not playing this Hordling Outburst here, so not thinking about the Embereth activation. I am going to play the land here, though. I guess. Rabble Master is problematic. Just going to have to spin around you, though. And if you block with Rabble Master, I'm going to activate Embereth, because I want to kill the Rabble Master. Sure, Questing Beast. Have at it. So let's not attack. I don't want the 2 points of damage as much as I want to be wider next turn. If I draw land, I can go Hordling Outburst into Embercleave. Yes, I will accept your damage. Elvish Mystic and Lovestruck Beast? Lovestruck Beast? Okay. Land should be lethal, I think, right? Yeah, this Hordling Outburst. So let's just double check here. If I play Hordling Outburst, then attack with everything, I've got 8 creatures attacking, which means that you have 4 blockers, 3 get through. This is a 4-1, which will become a 5-2 with double strike and trample. If you put the Lovestruck Beast on it, then it deals 5, and I have 4. Okay, this should be lethal. Alternatively, I think attacking with everything and Embereth was probably also lethal, but oh well, whatever. I guess if you put the 4/4 and the 5, if you put both things on this and then just chumped a couple of others, then only 5 are getting through. But then I can Embercleave like one of the unblocked goblins, I think. And or I'm just killing both of the big things, so that would also work. Okay. So 1 and 1. I'm getting a little bit concerned that 21 might be too few lands. I don't think I can really up it by that much, but upping it a little might be okay. I'm not sure exactly also which of the plans I would need to trim down on. Whether I should trim down a token maker, if so, which one? Whether I should trim down a 1-drop, Embercleave, a 3-drop, an Obelisk, Flame of Keld. I wouldn't know what to trim. This is another 1-lander. Got a lot of 1-drops though, and I'm on the draw. So a chance to draw a second land here would be 62%. How bad is it if I don't? I think I can do this. I think I can wait a couple turns. Okay, this looks like a control deck. No, it's this deck. Okay. Well, I drew my second land, so that's good. Almost certainly I'm going to play Pile Driver here. The next turn I can follow up with Firebrand and Loyalist if I don't have Rabble Master. Sure. Copter, which you can't crew. Okay. Gee, another Foundry Street would also be a fine thing to play here, huh? Then I'd be getting in for 4 if I play 2 1-drops. And am I really attacking with the Pile Driver next turn anyway? So, probable Spell Queller here. I think this one has to be the play. Okay. I'm just going to sit now. Gideon? No. Mm, play another pile driver? Still have to think you have some kind of counter spell. Okay. No, I think I'm going to hold back still. It's just better next turn. I really want to get this Legion Loyalist in. If I can do that, I should be in good shape. I guess I could be a little bit worried about a Wrath, but I don't think that's what this kind of deck plays. Plus, I still have 4 decent creatures in my hand if they do Wrath. Like if I draw a land, it could be untap and play a Rabblemaster, for instance, and then 3/1 drops. I'd be attacking for a ton. So you'd need to have like multiple Wraths, right? Petty Theft. Sure, that's fine. That really doesn't bother me. You're attacking with Copter. What is this? Settle the Wreckage. That's what this is. Um, let's leave 1 pile driver back for that reason. That's why I'm still attacking for 11. And this is a lot of lands now. Another Thraben Inspector. Draws the card. So we know you have Brazen Borrower. To Fairy. You can't bounce the pile driver because it has Pro Blue. Okay, 6 lands. I can play 1, 2, 3. So I can play Rabblemaster, Loyalist, Firebrand, and Firebrand. That's going to make me attack with 1 other, 2 other, 3 other, 4 other, 5 other things. So this will be an 11. And this is attacking, and this is attacking, and this is attacking. But the Legion Loyalist will die. This will trade with the Smuggler's Copter. Is all that right? 5. This is an 11-0. First strike, trample. No, it won't die. This will die, but this won't die. And then I'm dealing. So this gets blocked by this. Copter blocks this. I deal 8. Nine, 10, 11. And I have 2 huge attackers next turn. Or I could just not and just play Foundry Street and pass and play everything next turn. Let's play one of the firebrands. I think I'm going to have a better shot next turn. I'm a little bit worried because you have a lot of cards in hand now, but I just want to one-shot you from huge. Sure. Sure. Now my only concern is Spell Queller. Maybe I should have played the Legion Loyalist because... Oh, you're tapping? Oh, good, good, good. Okay, I should win now. Let's do this. Yep. Nah, Obelisk of Erd, you're not happening this turn. So the knight can't block, but it can crew the copter. It doesn't matter though, this should be well lethal. 11 trample plus 5 trample. You have 7. So this is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 trample. You can survive. Yeah, I may have messed this up. I shouldn't have shot with the Fanatical Firebrand. I'm still probably okay, but I mean, all of my stuff survives because you have to stick everything on these guys. All your toughness on these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4 gets through, and then 9 gets through, so I deal 13. If you don't wrath my board, I'm going to win. If you do wrath my board, I'm going to feel very, very foolish. All of these things die. And you can only attack me for 7. Okay. Yeah, that was poorly played by me, but I lucked out. Flame of Keld should be good. Go wide stuff should be fine. I think I like Obelisk of Erd more than Embercleave here. Let's leave it at 1 Embercleave and 2 Obelisks. I would rather draw a split. I don't know. That's kind of unlikely to matter. Yeah, this hand looks very good. Foundry Street into Dragon Fodder into Hordling Outburst. Legion Loyalist at the right time. We have Embereth. Let's see. I should look up one of these decks to see if they have any Wraths to board in. Oh, another Legion Loyalist is actually really good. Really good to have. It's pretty good in this matchup, I think. Blue Azorius Tempo. Here we go. Looking up a deck list on my other monitor. They do sideboard 2 Supreme Verdicts according to this, so that'll be something to watch out for. I'm going to hold on to Embereth as long as possible. I'm not going to miss a land drop to hold on to it, but if I have another land to play, I'm going to play it so that in case I want to surprise Anthem, I'll have it. So looking at this deck list, which won the SCG Invitational, I think it was last weekend, their configuration post board will probably have 2 Surge of Righteousness, 2 Deputy of Detention, 2 Supreme Verdict, 2 Settle the Wreckage, Reflector Mage on. Okay, so not killing my thing, just sending it back to the hand, huh? I think I'm gonna Hordling Outburst. Just have to decide whether I want to hold it back. Maybe it's better to hold it back. I don't think I can get by holding it back. Okay, we're gonna do this. And the land of 2/3s is gonna hurt, but okay. Attack with both? Just Copter, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Gideon down. This makes me feel like it's quite likely they have a Spell Queller. I think I'm just going to get in for 8 damage here. Okay. Good. I've made them use that. So now next turn I'm not going to attack and I'm going to reload. Probably. Discarding another Copter. Sure. I don't want to have to suicide my guys here. Actually, I probably should have. I think it's going to get quellered anyway. Yeah, I should have suicided my guys, but it gets quellered anyway, which is certainly not unexpected. My plan is for next turn to go double dragon fodder, attack with the Foundry Street. Or maybe dragon fodder loyalist and attack with everything. I guess I have to worry a little bit about settle the wreckage. Okay, I don't have to worry about settle the wreckage. Here comes this. Now I think I just have to go as wide as possible. If you have a settle, I can't beat it. You're attacking for 2, 4, 6, not like you're attacking for lethal potentially. I'm definitely not attacking here. But I need to be able to present lethal next turn. Somehow. Maybe the Flame of Keld isn't actually good in this matchup. Like, I'm not really emptying my hand. Not really a control deck. How much are you attacking with? Like, I'm definitely dead to settle the wreckage. I'm probably just dead to anything that they have that doesn't kill me, or that I can't kill them this turn. And I can attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 times 2, 18, 6, 8. I am probably just dead because they just block everything and the Embereth does it. Hmm. Trying to think of what they would have shocked themselves for. Settle? I'll scoop to settle. Avacyn. Ah, that's what they shocked themselves for. And they still have it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I exactly don't have lethal. Deal 10 and then I die on the crackback. Okay, let's cut these Flames of Keld. Because I don't really want to commit everything anyway. Let's pick up the obelisks. Keep 1 Ember Cleave. Maybe a second Ember Cleave. Rabble Master isn't exactly where I want to be. Ember Cleave is really bad against 3 mana Teferi, but they might have cut 3 mana Teferi. Okay, we're definitely keeping this. This is a quite good hand. We're going to lead on Foundry Street, of course. Right, I have a Convoke card in hand. Definitely playing Firebrand over Loyalist here because Loyalist is better later. This is probably a Surge of Righteousness, but if it is, that's okay with me. Oh, Petty Theft. That's also okay. In fact, that's more okay. I'm going to recast this now. And next turn, I'm going to have the choice between Obelisk of Erd and what is this that you're casting? Deputy of Detention, sure. So I'm going to play Obelisk of Erd. This is better as a surprise later, I think. Is it? No, because of Embereth? You're not wrathing because you have Deputy of Detention. You probably don't have another Deputy of Detention to take my Obelisk. It would be a blowout if you do. But now I'm swinging in for 1,000,000 damage. And yeah, I'm dead to Settle the Wreckage probably, but anything else I'm okay. And this is not Settle the Wreckage. Let's hold this Legion Loyalist because I'd rather have Embereth up. What can you have here? You can flash in the Brazen Borrower, you could have Petty Theft, you could have... You can't have Avacyn yet. You could have another Surge of Righteousness, an Ether Gust. I think I should allow this. You're pretty likely to untap and Wrath for getting 4 damage in. I'm just trying to think what bad thing can happen. If I use Embereth here. I guess I'm going to. I don't think it can be that bad. Oh, okay. This is the thing that can happen. Sure. This makes sense, and it's okay. Yeah, I mean, if I knew you were doing that, I would make this play anyway. Now I can recast the Obelisk. And the Bushwhacker makes me want to keep the Loyalist. Goblin, please. Now... Feeling good again. Avacyn is his concern. Dragon Fodder Bushwhacker wins through Avacyn, doesn't win through Settle. So I don't think I can play around both of them. Does it win through Avacyn? Let's actually check and make sure that what I just said is true. I could just attack. Let's do that. And then I can hold something for next turn. You almost certainly have a play that's not just Brazen Borrower here. You have to block with something. Otherwise I have lethal. Here is Avacyn. Okay. As I expected. You're just going to eat both my things here, which is fine. Fine-ish. So would I have won through Avacyn? I would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 power. Yeah, I would have won through Avacyn. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Now I'm pretty worried that you also have Settle. And I'm trying to think if I can ever beat Settle. You have Supreme Verdict, which you discarded when you could have sacked Selfless Spirit. Okay. The problem is, if I don't kill you here, say if I attack with both, if I just attack with both, then you settle me. If you don't settle me, let's say you chump block with Deputy. If I play Legion Loyalist, attack with all 3, you have to settle me. And then it's still lethal. Because, well, I could play Bushwhacker post-combat, I guess. But I'm never winning that game. One Bushwhacker is never going to be enough. There's no draw in my deck left. There's the one Embercleave, maybe? No, that doesn't do it either. Okay, so we just have to go for it. Everything face up. Shouldn't have played the land. Yeah, I was never beating both. Match number 4. Lead off on the Legion Loyalist. Again, the Firebrand is more likely to be something we do next turn. another blue-white deck. I want to hold this Firebrand to be able to search the Bushwhacker turn after next. Probably should have played Firebrand here instead of another one of these. Different names is slightly better against this deck. But basically the plan is to go Hordeling Outburst next turn. Oh, it's Esper. Esper. Okay, we'll see what they take here. Should probably just be the Hordeling Outburst. Esper. This is a deck I'm unfamiliar with. Took the Bushwhacker. Yeah, that's fine with me. Not going to show them that we drew a land. Attack first, in case we want to represent potentially having something else. Outburst post combat. Shambling Vent. I don't. Okay, well. I think I just want to attack an Embereth here. They're probably some kind of a control deck. Sure. So I want the Flame of Keld available to refill. Wrath, Jace, Architect of Thought. So I just attack you, Embereth again, take you to 1, and have Fanatical Firebrand. I don't think this is likely to matter. You can't play the lands. Okay, yeah. I guess you needed a Supreme Verdict or something. You needed something better than that. You needed a way to gain life. Okay, so definitely a control deck. Flame of Keld is what we want here. What are we cutting? Something that doesn't do much by itself. Either Embercleave or an Obelisk. Probably Embercleave. I could actually think about bringing in Bone Crusher Giants here as well, but maybe they're better than the Embercleaves and Obelisks. I don't know. Yeah, this is a keep. Easy keep. Okay. It's also good to know about. So this lets us be a lot more free with just playing a bunch of stuff out, but anyway, we're going to do it like so. This is probably a fatal push on this Foundry Street. Yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Okay, we want to play fodder here. What we really want to do is draw another land, but firing up Shambling Vent, that's fine. If you want to eat my Firebrand here, yeah. That's actually not that troubling to me. It's actually not good for me. I probably shouldn't have allowed it, but another pile driver, huh? Let you eat a goblin? Let's let you eat a goblin. So now I'm presenting a bunch of damage. Just trying to induce some kind of a mass removal spell. Gonna hold this Legion Loyalist for next turn. What is this? A Scorn, sure. But I'll trade one of these pile drivers for your Shamble Reno, if you so desire. See, in this way, my Legion Loyalist survives. This pile driver's coming in. Hard next turn. You pretty much need a Wrath now. I guess you could have a removal spell for just the pile driver. Silumgar can steal a goblin. It can't steal the pile driver because of Pro Blue. Okay, so now if I attack with everything, if I play Legion Loyalist and attack with everything, the Legion Loyalist will get eaten by Silumgar. This is attacking for 7, and it can't get blocked by this thing. So it's going to get through. I'll do 9. Gonna hold off. And we're gonna hold on to the Legion Loyalist as well, because I want it to be a surprise for next turn. See what's getting played here. Jace. That's a bit annoying. Yep. Still, this is unblockable, and it's going to be doing -1. It's going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I attack with everything, you have a counterspell? Okay. Well, I'm not attacking with everything then. Because this could get chumped, and yeah, it's better to wait, I think. Attacking with just this does nothing because of the Jace. Now I'm in a bad spot, though. Hopefully I will draw, like, probably an Obelisk. An Embercleave wouldn't be so bad at this point. Castle Embereth wouldn't be that bad. Okay, you're going to take Teferi. That makes perfect sense. You're going to play Teferi. You're going to bounce what? You could bounce the Flame of Keld. That's mostly just going to delay me a turn. Just bouncing a token, sure. Okay, Legion Loyalist is good. Fodder is good. Want to hold one thing in hand at least. Do we want to hold two things in hand? Probably want to hold the Firebrand in hand. Legion Loyalists should also be holdable in hand, I think. So the Firebrand is nice because it can deal. Um, it can kill the Shambling Vent. This is spells, right? Yeah, this is very annoying here. I'm a mana short from being able to cast this. Hold on. I can shoot Teferi, and then I have Embercleave up. If you have a spot removal spell, I'm dead. But otherwise, I think I'm fine. I think I'm winning. I don't think I can beat a spot removal spell either. Sure. Actually, this was stupid. I have lethal anyway, which means you're killing this, but I can't survive that anyway. I guess I shouldn't have conceded in case I drew an Obelisk of Erd. Yeah, I don't know. That's fine. You know about Embercleave now. It's probably not getting through. Let's just do the Obelisk of Erd plan. Yeah, I definitely messed the end of that game up. Definitely messed it up. Messed it up. Would like to play first, and I would like to keep this hand. This looks like a good hand for winning. I think fodder is more likely to get countered later. Land here would be good. See if you have a spell. You don't. Okay. Let's go Instigator. Keeping the 1-drops for later. Probably going to play Obelisk next turn. Should probably hold on to Rabblemaster for after a Wrath. Bouncing Foundry Street. Bouncing just a token, okay. I think I'm attacking actually here as opposed to obelisking. It's a lot of damage difference. Nah, that can't be right. Because if they untap and wrath me, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they're at 4. But I have nothing. Although in this case, I probably shouldn't have played my haste guys. Yeah, I should have held them. Okay, well, it was enough either way. I played the whole match pretty badly, I think. But we're going to round 5 to see whether we win a prize or not. I would like to play first. I would like to keep this hand, Obelisk, and some go wides, and a go tall payoff. 2 lands. It's not everything I could ask for, but it's only a 7-card hand, so. Obviously leading on Mountain, obviously leading on Firebrand. Haship Oasis. Radiant Fountain. Oh, this is one of those rampy ramp decks. Let's go with Pile Drivers. More damage next turn. And it's probably the same in 2 turns. This could be a mono green. This is a mono green ramp. Yeah, I shouldn't have played that pre-combat. Not really going to matter much, but okay. So now I'm going to look up a dusk list for this green field ramp. Spatial contortion. Okay. This makes this blocking less of a thing, so That's good for me. Does turn off Bushwhacker a little bit, but it also turns on Obelisk next turn, maybe. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 mana right now. This is only for casting colorless spells, and if you have 7 or more lands, neither of which, well, you could have a colorless spell, but you don't have 7 or more lands right now. Okay. The top end Walking Ballista pretty much kills me. Uvenwald Hydra is potentially very worrisome. This could be a Sanctum. It's a Field of the Dead. Okay, so you're starting to make zombos. Sure. That's not that worrying. I'd really like a land here. Okay. Ulamog. Gonna take out the obelisk and a land, and I'm gonna. Okay. That also is enough for me to concede. This one's all about being fast. Flame of Keld goes out. Searing Blood comes in. And the obelisks go out. Try it like this. Yeah, this is okay. I need mostly a big payoff. Some way to surge the Bushwhacker. Radiant Fountain. Okay. Field of the Dead. Okay. This has flash. Got it. Fodder. We know you have a Radiant Fountain in hand. Okay. So a land is great. A 1-drop is also fine. Should be over half my deck at this point between the two of those. Blast Zone can't go to 0, which is really important. I guess we're cleaving. I would really, really like a land here. No land, I'm just going to Searing Blood one of these and smash. Oh, no, we're going to do... This is much better. This is lethal, I think. Should be. These can't block. Super mega lethal. Well, it's 3 over. Okay. I think run it back. Love that you're mulliganing because you're a critical mass deck. Third land isn't bad for me. Go turn 2 pile driver, turn 3 outburst. We're very wide. Once upon a time, okay. Elvish Rejuvenator. If you play Rejuvenator, I'm just going to smash with everything. Because trading gets more damage in, and yeah. Okay. Well, this makes me change my play a little bit. I was going to play Outburst, but now I'm going to play Denizen into Instigator. Instigator just to diversify my hand. I don't think it really matters. I guess there's some very small chance that you could be sideboarding a Skoos, but kind of doubt it. Okay, ooh, a doubled land. That's really nice. Uh, and I'm threatening to attack for a billion next turn. Okay, that's bad. So you're gonna chump and shoot? No, you're gonna accept the damage. Wow, but you're so close to being dead now. Jotty Offshoot. Field of the Dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 differently named lands. Okay, well, you can kill my pile driver, I guess. You either have to kill it or chump it for sure. Two, three, four, five, six. This could be an Ugin. So if I go fodder into bushwhacker, that's not enough damage off the at the moment. I go... I mean, I could kill Ugin. But I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd rather do this probably. No, you can -0 and take care of all this stuff anyway. Okay, so let's just kill Ugin. Guess I could have played Instigator, and that way you'd have to -2, but you just -2. Not Hour of Promise. Okay. You get a field and a radiant fountain. Oh, no, wait, no, this isn't different named. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to get radiant fountain and a thing. You go to 10. I think I want to attack with just Bushwhacker. It'll probably trade, but I play the Instigator. You have a Westvale Abbey? This could be bad. Don't find a Field of the Dead. Okay, that's an Arch of Orazca. You do have the City's Blessing. Oh, that's an Hash of Oasis. Okay, well, everything's face up now, at least. We're looking for... not that. We're looking for a Legion Loyalist. If you want to use the the blast zone could kill the Legion Loyalist anyway. I think I'm about out of outs. I think I'm about out of outs. Ormondal? Ormondal doesn't actually seem good to me. If you don't have some follow-up as well, at least yet. Yeah, but I for sure continue. Brutal. Now I think I'm just dead. This is an Ulamog. Another Ugin. Yeah, I'm very dead. Wait, that kills this. Oh no, you kill me directly. Okay. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody.